Good morning, students. As we have already started with our chapter number 1, Economic and Introduction. Myself Shamitsu, LP Savani Vidya Bhavan, Arajan, Surat. As students, we have already done with the meaning of the economics. Economics as per the Indian thoughts, development of the economics as a science in the West, and further that is the four definition of economics given by the Alfred Marshall, Adam Smith, Lionel Robbins and Paul Samuelson. These topics we have already done. Now students, today we are going to start with the another topic, that is the economic activity and the non-economic activity. This topic is also very easy. Now first one is the economic activity, that is the activity performed with the purpose of getting the economic benefits. So activity through which we are getting any benefit, as here the work is done for getting the benefits or any profit. Here it includes the monetary gain. If there is a monetary gain, then only the activities are performed in the economic activities. Here also we can say that economic activities refers to human activities related to the production and consumption of the goods and services for the any economic gain or the profit related. Another one, that is the economic motive, is to earn the money in these activities. Money related activities are done or getting any benefits or gaining any useful things that are needed. Money is the main measure in the monetary terms, as it results in the creation of the wealth and assets. Here I have wrote down some of the examples of this economic activity, that eating in a restaurants satisfy the need by incurring the expenses. As students, we are going to the restaurants for eating with our family, as we are satisfying our hungerness, our need, but in terms we are incurring the expense in terms of the food. So this is the economic activity. Second, watching a movie in a theaters, that is also incurs expenses to get the entertainment. For our entertainment purposes, we are watching a movie in a theater, and this also comes under the economic activity. Third, get employed in a school to teach and that provide services and gets a salary. As teachers are employed in a schools, they are teaching you, but in terms of such they are getting any benefit, that benefit is termed as a salary. So that also comes under the economic activity, as any activity that are performed for gaining or benefits, they comes under the category of the economic activity. Now our second topic will be the non-economic activity. Now the non-economic activity, here I have written out the definition: activity which is performed without the specific purpose of obtaining economic gains is called the non-economic activity. As student, over here we don't require for the gains, or we don't do such activities for gaining or seeking any benefits, as we are doing any of the activity with the love, affection, for our satisfaction or for other satisfactions or for the happiness. All such activity comes under the category of non-economic. Non-economic activities refers to activity performed with the aim of providing services to other without any regard of the monetary gains. We don't seek for the monetary gains in the non-economic activities. Second, the non-economic motive is social and psychological. It's for the society or for the person surrounding us, like mother and father work, or for we are doing anything for our grandparents. That all comes as we are doing with for the satisfaction or with the affection for our grandparents. So it comes under the non-economic activities. We doesn't seek any gain from such help or anything done for our grandparents. So this comes under this category. Money lacks in this measurement, there is no word comes under in money in non-economic activities. So as a result, it is for the satisfaction and happiness of the people surrounding us as we are doing for such peoples. So example also I have one of the written over here, that is the charitable activities, that also we are doing for the happiness, not for gaining or any benefits. Here we can add many more examples, students, that is the doing any of the social activities or doing any social work, helping out the poor, going to the temples. So such activities also can be included in the non-economic activity, as you can write your own examples also if you think that this comes under non-economic activities. This non-economic activity generally going to take place between the family members or between the social workers and those who are being served by them. So we can one more example also add. You can a mother taking care of her child. So all these examples, these activities are not concerned with the money, but are performed as an act of the pleasures, loves, affections, satisfactions and happiness. So this is done for the satisfaction in the return, but it is altered in the economic terms, that is economic activity are done but with the expectation of earning an income in the return or benefits in the return, but in non-economic activity it is not such. Now our another topic is the microeconomics and the macroeconomics. Here I have given or stated here the microeconomics definition. As microeconomics sets scientific principles showing the behavior of the individual unit, or we can say that microeconomics is a study of the economics at an individual or a group or a company level. Here in the microeconomics, it's focusing on the actions of the individual in an economy, as it is focused out only the individual activity at a company level. I have written one example also, that is the company level. So it is focus out what is the individual demand price of the product at a company level. Here on the microeconomics, we can find says that at a company level it indicates the such points that individual markets effects on the price of goods, individual labor market, individual consumers behavior, supply of the goods. These points are calculated, and scientific principles studies such individual unit on the basis of such point which I already said. So this is the microeconomics. Now if we come to the macroeconomics, studies the issues which emerge from the entire economic setup and impact the entire economic setup, or we can say that it studies the national economy as a whole. So in this macroeconomics, it study out the whole national economy. So it will include the points such as whole economy, that is GDP, gross domestic product, the inflation, that is the general price level rising, employment or it is the unemployment, aggregate demand and productive capacity of the economy. I have also written such points that cost prices, wage rate of the interest and profit. All such activities are calculated in this macroeconomic, as it impact the entire economic. This macroeconomic looks at the decision of the country and the government too. So there is quite difference between the microeconomic and the macroeconomic. In this macroeconomic goals are 3 of the 5 economic goals of a mixed economy that are most important to study of the macroeconomics. If we count that is the full employment should be, the stability is must, and the economic growth. As it can be stated that the microeconomics analysis is quite simpler And but if we talk about the macroeconomics, it is complex one due to the study of the large groups, as we are calculating for the national economy. As in the microeconomics, we study for the individual unit, but in the macroeconomics, it studies out the whole economy or the large groups. The another one, in the microeconomics, we studies only the individual problems. But if we talk about the macroeconomics, it studies out the whole problems relating to the economy. So student, this also is a simpler one, micro and macro. You can write out the points according to this, as I have given you the many such examples. This is quite important for your 1 marks. So be prepared. So today we are going to do with such only. We'll continue the next points in another session. So for today, be prepared. Thank you.